Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a good day today. We're going to be in Life of Fred Butterflies. If you have a butterflies book, go ahead and pull your book out now. We're going to be on chapter 15, page 97. And the title is Back to His Office. It was 5 minutes after 8, and Fred was starting to get sleepy. It had been a long day for a 5-year-old. His eyes were starting to get a little blurry. He knew that it was time to say goodnight to his friends. Alexander handed one of his 9 donuts to Betty. They are large donuts. In fact, they are huge. That is why they are called waddles. Betty carried her donut using both hands. When it came to giving Fred his donut, Alexander didn't know what to do. Fred's arms couldn't reach around the donut. He set the donut on a flat surface. Fred headed back to his office in the math building. He climbed the stairs to the 3rd floor and headed down the hallway past the vending machines to his office marked Room 314. He quietly walked into the room. He didn't want to wake Kingy in case he was asleep. Fred took the donut off his head and put it down next to his sleeping doll. He knew that Kingy would eat as much of the donut as Fred would. In mathematics, 0 equals 0. Normally, Fred would have put the food that he brought home into one of his desk drawers. But this donut was too big to fit in a drawer. Then he noticed a stack of books on the top of his desk that had not been there before. He knew that Kingy had not put them there because Kingy was even shorter than Fred. The only time that Kingy ever was on top of Fred's desk was when Fred put him there. Fred could read the spines of the books that were on his desk. The Kitten's campus mail had done an excellent job of delivering the mail. They didn't just leave the stack of books on the floor in front of Fred's office door. They neatly stacked the books on his desk. He took one of the copies and put it on the shelf of his library in his office. Since Fred kept his books in alphabetical order, that left 6 books on Fred's desk. 7 minus 1 equals 6. When Fred had originally bought the 7 copies of the book, he thought of giving 1 copy to Kingy. Fred changed his mind and decided to give his 6 extra copies to his doll. Then Kingy could start his own library. Everyone should have their own library, even if it is just 6 books. Fred liked the books in his library. When he had arrived at Kitten's University 4 years ago, the only thing he owned was his doll. In the beginning, his salary was $100 per month. He gave a tenth of that, $10, to Sunday school. The rest, $90, he either saved or spent on books. He spent very little on food or clothing, and nothing on housing since he lived for free in his office at the university. He learned almost everything he knew from books. For example, in the Nascence of Numeration book, which was right next to the names for toenails in 300 languages, Fred learned all about how counting, numeration, first developed. When Nedrick and Ralph were alive, they never learned words like naissance because all they did was watch television. Most programs on television use only words that any child can understand. The ants had already found the donut that Fred had put on the floor. They had formed a long line and were taking tiny pieces of the donut back to their nest. Fred lay down on the floor and began to count the ants. Number 1, Fred lay down on the floor. He didn't laid. Right now, I lie on the couch. Yesterday, I lay on the couch. For 2 days, I have lain on the couch. In contrast, right now, I lay my pencil down. Yesterday, I laid my pencil down. Yesterday, my chicken laid down and laid eggs. Number 2, the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are called cardinal numbers. Those are the numbers you use to count things like ants. Okay, are you ready for your turn to play? Go ahead and grab a sheet of paper and a pencil. Remember, you can press pause at any time. Let's begin. Number 1, what is the ordinal number that follows 49th? Number 2, if you are wondering where the third note is, it will be given in chapter 16. Copy the previous sentence and circle any cardinal number and underline any ordinal number. Number 3, 3 plus 6 equals what? Number 4, is dozen an ordinal or a cardinal number? Number 5, telephone is a set that has the cardinal number 1 associated with it. Name a set that has the cardinal number 2 associated with it. Number 6, name a set that has the cardinal number 0 associated with it. Okay, here are your answers. Go ahead and check your work. Now, are you ready for today's homeschooling meme? Here you go. I hope you enjoyed that one. Join me here tomorrow for chapter 16. Bye.